In addition, I want to integrate a little bit why of the universe human spiritual keeps evolving. The ideal is that eventually it will lead us to Nibbana, the state of perfect peace and happiness. It's a long journey, but as human beings better go.
Today's presentation, including 8 parts. Let me introduce my topic. We can see the word Upadana in many discourses. So Upadana is combining of 2 Pali words, Upadana and Kana. So Upadana means
manage and to use or to manipulate in such a way that the normal life is become more yes.
That's why she used the 2 terms, harmful or beneficial.
Harmful or beneficial. So they themselves are used in a way that your normal psychological health is determined. So that is the basic idea behind proposing the title. So
Methodology, structure of study, and previous contribution. Chapter 2, the essential psychological elements in Buddhism. It introduces key Buddhist and Western psychology.
You stated that this study, after studying this, you found that this evolution is not much deviated from early Buddhism. And do you think this idea is somewhat deviated to just evolution of early Buddhism? Or if not, innovation of community? So the exegetical way, what do you think?
He has also discussed that situation. He argued that every Arahant should have Arupavachara Dhyana. Arupavachara Dhyana is his idea. And he has pointed out many references from many suttas and commentaries. That is discussed topic previously. In English, I have seen one article also has discussed that one. But in your findings, you say that Myanmar, some scholars have mentioned about that. That is very good. That is very new thing for us. Very new thing for the study. Otherwise, these things are discussed in many ways in many scholars.
Because to a higher degree of concentration. A higher degree of concentration is needed to attain Rupajjhana and then to attain Arupajjhana. But Kanika, the concentration which is meant by this Kanika is lesser than the concentration that is required to attain 4 jhanas, something like that. So the Kanika Samadhi refers to a lesser degree of concentration. So then the question arises is this: whether to become an Arahant, what kind of concentration is required? Whether a higher degree of concentration is required to become an Arahant, or lesser degree of concentration is required to become an Arahant.
What are the special of that objects out of the 4 concentration? We know that Chitta-Nupassana, Vedana-Nupassana, there is no one.
The Kriya Samadhi is related to very insight meditation, Vipassana meditation. It means, so for example, the jhana, to achieve the jhana, at the time we have to keep our mind only one object. Only one object, even though we hear something, we know the outside. Don't focus outside.
What is the meaning of that? Is it in the text? Pali Suttas?
In the English context, Pali Ejjhatical literature.
So how will it happen, Shadika? Kanika? How will it happen? Kanika Samadhi, how can you explain?
Kanika Samadhi is mainly explain the meaning of the Samadhi in the Paramata Medusa or Visuddhimagga Mahadika. According to the Paramana mentions the explanation. Because money with the Kanika, Chili, Kagada. Kanika, Chili, Kagada. Kanamada Chido, Samadhi. Kanamada Chido Samadhi, when we focus our nature, our body, and we also can keep our mind. By keeping our mind to our nature, our body and mind, by all of it, by develop, by calibrating our mind to keep the nature of our body, it also can change the Kanika Samadhi. This is
Kanika. Upajara is Kanika?
the new level of exact concentration. They are quite different meanings.
Kanika, your presentation is very deep. It is so deep that I could not understand anything about that. So it is Samadhi, no? So you mentioned here Shanika Samadhi, momentary, no?
Momentary concentration. Upachara Samadhi.
Upachara Samadhi, you translate as momentary
There are two types of
concentration.
concentration. Two types of
Why
concentration.
Upachara become momentary?
In understanding this cognitive process, what to do is the less conscious to take them back or revert back. These what is also included in the case of vipassana. Momentary concentration appears according to the recent commentary during the insight process. It refers to the or This concept also had the controversial point. The Venerable Master and Shonsabha believe that aside concentration is enough to develop insight. On the other hand, Venerable Jambaran or Paramount Chine also dispute their view. Literature. In this period, Mahanama Sutta, Nadiya Saka Sutta or Anguttara Nikaya, and Uttagama Sutta or the Vitima Nikaya inform us that the cultivation of self-recollection, such as modern state, Dhamma state, and also the cultivate the logic of the Buddha Dhamma also lead to concentration. According to a commentary explanation, this refers especially the Vimodimagga, Visuddhimagga, Paramata Minsutta, commentary, sub-commentary, and Abhidhamma manuals. Now let's point to the chapter outline. I have worked the 5 chapters to go with the research problem. Here you can see my chapters. Now I am going to present or illustrate the new findings. I have found the 6 points under my topic. First of all, I would like to Professor, senior lecturers, my supervisor, and all my fellow friends. Today, the topic I am going to present for my presentation is the concept of concentration in clinical study with reference to Theravada aesthetical literature. I have worked this topic under the supervision of Dr. Ashoka Puridoda. Before presenting the new findings of my topic, I just introduce the topic to a brief introduction. Samadhi, known as concentration, is the quality required in Buddhist meditation. It can keep the mind on object.
If you become Mr. Sumit, if you now become become an Arahant, you have 2 choices. You have very fast attain the Paramita, or you have to become a monk. Otherwise, you cannot survive as a layman. So after this, Bodhisattvas gradually enter the concept. That is the historical background. So they pay attention to the Mahavastu, book Mahavastu, but it is not still not found that there are female bodhisattvas. Only the male. It's a male dominant Buddhism until the first century, second century. You see, we know it. We know it. That is why I suggest even the beginning Mahayana, first century. At the beginning, Mahayana also hold the same view. Females can be born in Sukhavati heaven. Normally, Sukhavati Sutta Prajnapada belongs to the first era of the Mahayana text. Between first century BC to the second century BC. That's a Mahayana books compiled period. But after Buddhism,
go to the sexuality and gender, there should be a kind of philosophical and traditional analysis from what is sexuality and the gender. If they can start from that.
Yes, the Bodhisattva idea in Nikayas, especially in the four main Nikayas. Okay, fifth, let's forget for a while. No discussion.
So instead
No discussion about
of
Bodhisattva.
going into directly into the Bodhisattvas, if they can give a kind of early Buddhist, Mahayana Buddhist point of view on
Even in
sexuality
Chinese
and gender, I
Saga,
suppose.
there's no, I think in the Chinese Saga totally absent the word Bodhisattva in the Nikayas. Usa is not there in the Ahanja.
Confidence but does not really know much enough. I can look at this point in detail again. And I think
Bodhisattva concept in the Nikayas and the Chinese Agama is that only the Gautama Buddha appears as the Bodhisattva. And I'm doubtful whether there are specific discussions about Gautama Buddha's sexuality and gender.
There are so many questions for me. So, if you can discuss in your thesis or pay attention, why Mahayana, Vedanta Mahayana developed liberal, more free concept or free idea towards the female and accept the female bodhisattvas, right? So if you can discuss what are the reasons, cultural reasons, social reasons, maybe more new thing you can discuss. Everybody knows normally Mahayana more liberal towards the female side. Theravada a little strict. We know it. Only this thing you are going to prove again and again, no new thing in your thesis. So you have to think, to find some more reasons. But what are the reasons to happen that? That is maybe new for this your thesis. Right? There are so many in China, just now I can't remember. Some traditional Yakshini, no? Yakshini or gold or something like that. She was converted to Bodhisattva. Avalokita is India. It is not a good example.
Actually, I just highlight head female bodhisattva in Mahayana. I know how many bodhisattva female in Mahayana. I don't have one.
Apart from Vani, are there some other famous female bodhisattvas?
Yeah, Vani is
For
other.
example, another.
Not
Only the
Anita.
Vani is famous.
More than in India, it was happened in China, Korea and Japan. After expanding Buddhism to the other countries out of India, I guess. So maybe you can create new idea based on that. Discuss with your supervisors.
Yeah, I have.
Otherwise, Sukhavati Sutta also similar to the Theravada tradition. They say no more female to Sukhavati. May the heaven in the west, ne? Sipam. Even in the heavens, no female gods. Even the female, when they born in heaven, they should be changed their gender into male gender.
This is Theravada.
Yes, Theravada.
Yeah, but
But in the Sukhavati Sutta also said, to born in the heaven Sukhavati, everybody should be changed the gender, female should change the gender into male, otherwise no open door to the Sukhavati. It is Mahayana. But you now say Mahayana, more very liberal, to accept the female bodhisattva. So my question is, why Sukhavati Sutta says like that? Then look like Mahayana is not much against the female. Theravada is very against the female bodhisattva, or the female side, right? But I know in the Sukhavati Sutta they are explained there are no females in the heaven Sukhavati. Females cannot be born in Sukhavati. Sukhavati, Sivan.
And soteriological issue, but also examining the historical and social condition that give us the specific viewpoints, positions, and attitudes in order to fully address and explain issues related to bodhisattva sexuality and discussion for nature religions, comparisons, and the gender issue to better contextualize the social-cultural backgrounds of early Indian society. And the Thailand, but here I just talking at Sri Lanka for example. We know after Mahayana Buddhism include the South Avalokiteshvara get responded only have male. Only their understanding and the detective of Bodhisattva. Before going on, I just like to mention the purpose of study. My study aims to examine women can still aspire to become arahant but cannot attain the